A movie is here! A movie is here!
Didn't we already do that intro?
Start the podcast! Welcome to Final Form.
We're back.
Did you miss us?
Probably not.
No.
I would not imagine so.
No. But, time for our second movie.
Yeah, and time for a new recording location?
Yeah. What do you want to call this studio?
I don't know. What do you refer to your new house as?
We're kind of calling it a sanctum right now.
A sanctum? That's good.
We haven't found what the sanctum of or sanctum... Because we're not going to rip off Doctor Strange completely.
No.
But because Robin has a great love of mysticism, I figured sanctum sounds good.
That works. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, to be continued on that one.
Yeah, when we finally finish the name, yeah.
Yeah.
But we're recording this in the new place for me and Robin.
Yeah.
She's out and about doing things, so she won't join us for this episode, but wouldn't be surprised if she's in a few more podcasts.
Of course. We're going to set up some more special guests in the future.
We've already got a few lined up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Speaking of special guests and specialties, this is a movie with two heroes in it.
Yeah, that's it. Just the two.
No more. No.
But before that, I'm Ryan Taylor.
I'm Mitchell.
And this is Final Form. It's been a little while since we recorded. Not nearly as long as it's been since Jedi Dropouts recorded.
Well, to be fair, James has been very busy with...
We've all been very busy with various things.
I moved, and I still found time, though. So let James know that.
Yeah, fair enough.
I did a long-distance move.
Long distance, yeah. You pretty much see your parents' house from here.
Yeah.
So we're excited to be talking about My Hero Academia again.
It's almost like we like this series or something.
Almost. I mean, it's been so long since it got brought up in any form, right?
Yeah.
But no, I hadn't actually caught up with the show.
Yeah. So
prior to.
We'll talk a little season 3, a little bit of movie, and maybe a little bit of what we want for season 4.
But the main point of this episode, this is a review of My Hero Academia: Two Heroes, which is.
Really, really good.
It is. It really is.
Like, I've made this statement a few times. It feels like a mid to higher tier Marvel movie.
Yeah. I would say that I think it's on par with the show.
Oh, yes.
I know a lot of the times when a TV show moves to a movie, it either feels like a big step up or a step down.
Or just like they just tried to stretch something that really couldn't go that far. This one I felt could go that far.
Yeah.
Of course, new house, new noises in the background.
Yeah, well, it happens.
It's a Jedi Dropouts production. There'll be weird noises.
Yeah, there will be.
I mean, how many episodes have a snoring dog now?
Oh my god, too many to count.
I've started wondering when she's not snoring in the background what she's up to.
Add that to your Jedi Dropouts bingo card. The snoring dog in the background. Where do we want to start with this? What's the I guess the basic story?
The basic story is All Might gets invited to an event by the daughter of a dear friend of his. He brings Deku along because he was allowed a +1 and he needs friends.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like, he's this, the most targeted person on the world, so friendship is something, you hang with All Might, it's like, ooh, you might get, flogged by the paparazzi or attacked.
Yeah.
Or both.
Yeah.
Pretty sure there's some supervillain out there that, paparazzi man. Who's just a giant, has a camera for a head.
Yeah, season 4 maybe.
Yeah. Honestly, I can see that being a villain.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
But, and it's on this special island where all the top scientists in the world are. With all the most amazing tech. But it's the most safe, secure place on Earth.
Yep.
Which is why there's nothing happens in this movie whatsoever.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. That's it.
Yeah,
they go there, they have a nice trip, they leave.
Yeah, they tried the buffet,
Yeah.
It looked pretty good.
Yep.
No, obviously things go way south.
Yes.
And All Might cannot save the day.
So, the entire class.
Pretty much the entire class, yeah.
Pretty much, like most of the class.
At least the most popular ones of the class.
Yeah.
Except for the one of the most popular ones didn't help. Froppy didn't help, and she's like the third most popular.
Yeah,
girl.
but they all do find a way to the island. A couple of them are in their hotel rooms watching television.
Yeah.
And when the whole island goes on lockdown.
Yeah.
But,
but to be fair, they're not technically heroes yet, so them going
Yeah.
out would be technically breaking the rules.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just that Deku and the group with him, well, they're in the situation, so that they really, we're here, we might as well help out.
Yeah.
Although knowing Deku, even if he wasn't there, if he was in his hotel room, he'd still like,
let's be real here.
I gotta help.
Yeah.
And if anyone who saw him, then he'd just drag them along unintentionally.
Yeah. I guess we don't really want to get into spoiler territory.
Not really, no. I mean, the plot is not that.
There's a little twist.
There's a little
there.
twist,
Yeah.
but it's not that like, oh my god, that's impossible to see coming. Like,
No,
you
but-
might see it, you might not.
Yeah.
It's hinted well, but it's not like crammed in your face.
No, it's good.
And the new characters for the movie, I think, are actually really good characters.
Yes, I agree.
All Might's old from America. I think Shield is his name, and
Yes.
I really like that. I like the idea of All Might's one of his closest friends being more of a tech guy.
Yeah.
And it really makes sense.
I loved seeing the flashbacks.
Yes.
That was really cool.
Yeah, I love that car they had.
Yeah. That would be a spin-off I would watch.
Yes, that is definitely a spin-off I would watch. Just All Might and Shield just cruising around the state. And I love that, All Might is in the flashbacks, he's at school in America as a foreign exchange student, and he's getting into trouble because he keeps getting late to class because he has to save the day.
Yeah, yeah.
And I absolutely just think that's hilarious and a very good way of showing how much he and Deku are very similar people.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, oh no, Deku's a crabby. He's nothing like All Might. No, both of them have this like instinct to trouble must solve.
Yeah.
Deku though does it with tears in his eye. All Might does it while laughing the entire time.
Yeah, that's pretty much the major difference.
Yeah, and it leads to a lot of good banter between the two of them. It's getting annoying fast.
Yeah. Well, if you can hear that, and
yeah.
Apologies.
Like I said, I'm still getting used to the house and what time the fridge decides to make noise.
Yeah.
I think that's the fridge.
Hold up. This might be related. I remember you saying that you're painting this place.
Yeah.
Did you paint this kitchen?
Yeah.
Is this Deku colored on purpose?
If it is, not by my choice, Robin picked the colors.
Okay, because this is straight up the colors of Deku's costume on your kitchen walls.
Yeah, I did not notice that. I like that.
It just occurred to me. Yeah.
On a small tangent, we painted the hallway using a Sesame Street coloring book. The color is Oscar the Grouch Scram.
I love it.
No,
That's
Oscar Grouch Stinky Feet. Stinky Feet. Scram was the color I wanted, but we couldn't get Scram.
No, of course.
Although, if I could, I'll paint the front door Scram.
That's a tangent, yeah.
Well, we haven't been here for a while. We needed a really weird tangent.
Yeah. Sesame Street.
Stinky Feet.
Yep. Anyway.
Shield's daughter.
Yes.
A wonderful character who, much like Deku, born without a quirk.
Yeah.
And just like Deku, determined to help people.
Yes.
Only she uses her intellect and is some sort of genius without having a quirk to be a genius.
Yeah.
It's not hinted if her father had a quirk. I mean, maybe he had an intellectual quirk.
Yeah,
maybe he didn't.
They don't really get into that.
They don't get into it, and I don't think they need to.
No, it's...
Because it pretty much points out that he was, All Might's almost sidekick, and regardless of his quirk level, if he was able to help All Might, that tells you how much of a badass he is intellectually wise.
Yeah.
And it really... There's such a good back and forth between S.H.I.E.L.D. and All Might that you believe these guys have been friends for God knows how long, and they haven't seen each other for a while.
Yeah, it is very convincing.
And convincingly that All Might is pretty much, if not the godfather, she at least calls him uncle.
Yeah.
Which is also very believable. Although it's very weird to call him Uncle Might.
Yeah, that's interesting.
But, at the same time, he's no more All Might than as his civilian name. I can't remember civilian name off the top of my head.
No, me either.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
That works.
Yeah.
And it's absolutely adorable, and she ends up taking one look at Deku's abilities and ends up inventing something. Well, not inventing, but realizes, hey, I invented something that might help you. it will work for All Might, so your power's pretty similar.
Yeah.
And Deku the entire time, no, God, don't figure it out, don't figure it out, don't figure it out. Let's just say Deku has not a very good poker face.
No, he doesn't.
But at the same time, this movie also gets to prove how intelligent he is beyond. His problem solvings are great.
Yep.
His classmates are great at helping. The ones you want to see in action are the ones you get to see mostly.
Yeah, for the most part.
You get to see Bakugo, of course.
Oh, of course.
You get to see Todoroki.
Yep.
You get to see Uraraka and Ida.
Yep.
It's pretty much. Unfortunately, we get to spend time with Grapefruit.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Not too bad. They held back.
They held back, and they did use his obsession with women to their advantage in order to get him to do things he thinks are outside of his.
Yes.
They clearly aren't, but he's just a little shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey everybody, Ryan here. Hope you're enjoying the new episode of Jedi Dropouts. Did you know you can actually get paid just for listening to our episodes? I know, it sounds like nonsense. We don't even get paid, and it's our podcast, but it's true. You can, in fact, make money just by listening to Jedi Dropouts through the new wonderful app, Podcoin. Here's how it works. You listen to podcasts through the Podcoin app and earn points, or Podcoin, for listening. You can then redeem that Podcoin for gift cards from places like Amazon or Starbucks. Or, if you feel like being generous, you can donate that Podcoin to a variety of charities. All of this can be done straight through the Podcoin app, available on iPhone and Android, and conveniently enough, we have a nifty little promotional code just for our listeners. All you have to do is use the code Jedi Dropouts at sign up, and you'll receive an additional 300 Podcoin. I'll repeat that, promotional code Jedi Dropouts for 300 bonus Podcoin. That's right, you can finally get something back for putting up with listening to all our nonsense. I honestly put the Good Pizza seal of approval on this app. I use it for 100% of my podcast listening. The directory has just about any podcast you want, and I cannot recommend it enough. Go give the Podcoin app a try today. Now, back to the show.
And overall, what do you think of the action animation? Do you think it was a step up from the TV show?
At times, maybe.
It was at times, but it honestly felt like they had captured the show so well that this could have been an episode.
Yeah.
Which is not a bad thing.
To me, the movie struck me as like a 2-3 episode arc.
With no end song in between.
Yeah. Basically. Like, it felt like I was watching the show.
Yeah, and it's good. Like, they didn't overdo the budget. Like, some anime movies will go crazy with the animation because, we've got a budget now. But this one decided to, let's just be like the TV show.
Yeah.
And it didn't come across as lazy.
No.
It came across as, we know the strength of our show, so let's not go cuckoo bananas.
Exactly, yeah.
Because the show already does have its explosive animation.
Yeah.
They definitely know when to use their budget.
Oh, yeah.
But at the same time, they don't save their budget by having still shots where people stand across from each other and talk awkwardly.
No, they balance it really well.
Yeah, they do angles, they do lighting tricks. Yep. They make sure to do what they can. And the action is just generally well-paced, too.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It like we were saying, it feels perfectly in line with the show.
And luckily they didn't over-explain every villain's new quirk.
No.
You just, okay, that's how that works, done. Yeah. Like, more naturally rather than the long, traditional anime drawn out.
Yeah.
My quirk works by this philosophy.
And that's actually something I'd like to talk about. They do a good job of explaining the world, the story, the background to anyone who has not watched the show.
Yep.
You can definitely come into this movie having not watched the show.
Yeah.
But it doesn't feel like there's a bunch of extra shit that you have heard a million times already. And there's a little bit that you've heard and seen before if you've watched the show, but it's not. Yeah, it doesn't take up too much of your time.
It's not the worst of nothing's explained, so what? And it's not the let's explain everything because this might be someone's very first time ever seeing this.
Exactly, yeah.
They knew just like, okay, we're pretty well known, but let's just spoon feed a little bit. Like, let's.
Yeah.
No bludgeoning over the head with everyone's backstory. Anyone's backstory that comes up was kind of natural.
Yeah.
Like, this is how someone would think about, this is, how I started off. Like, Deku's thoughts about how he got his own powers.
Yeah.
That could have been a long monologue.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he kind of does that in the show anyway.
So we didn't need that again.
Yeah.
We didn't get a long monologue about his relationship with Bakugo.
No, exactly.
It's Bakugo explodes at him.
Yeah.
That is the end of their relationship.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't really know what else to say except for I really do recommend this movie. It's not like the best anime movie ever.
No.
But it's damn good for what you wanted.
It's definitely a good rewatchable anime movie.
Oh, yeah. If you wanted to see one major scene where All Might and Deku fight side by side, this is it.
Oh, yeah, and it's good.
And it's not forced.
Nope.
Like, it's not like... it wasn't made awkward at all. It's just naturally why the two of them are fighting side by side.
Yeah, yeah.
And I just freaking love that scene.
Yeah.
Even though it's against the generic, more of a monster than a villain.
Yeah, yeah, I know what you mean.
But at the same time, it was a good giant CGI fight.
Yeah, and it didn't feel forced.
No.
At all.
No. There are reasons why All Might needs help. Yeah. And they explain it really well.
I don't really know what else to add. I mean, like we said, this feels like a small multi-episode arc of My Hero Academia.
Well, that's what we could talk about. A lot of people I know are talking how this movie is completely non-canon and it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
What do you think about that?
I don't think it's fully non-canon. Because I noticed in my rewatch, or my watching of Season 3, that Deku suddenly had this, like, armband thing on. Yeah. And this movie details how he got it. Yeah. It's so I feel like, at least, like... in a minor way, it does fit into the timeline. Yeah. It may not be canon to the original manga. No. But can we stop thinking the original manga is the only way to tell the story? Exactly. This is an adaptation. Yeah. Adaptations are going to be different for various reasons. Yep. Necessity, reworking ideas, ideas of, oh, why didn't I do that? People, it's not just anime. People do this with Game of Thrones, Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings. Like the original is the defect. If it's not on the page, then it doesn't count. Yeah. And if it is on the page, then it applies to the in movie or in television universe, which is not the case. Yeah. It's adaptations are different mediums. And I once got into a long argument with someone about how he didn't like Gundam 00 because it wasn't the manga, and I'm like, the anime comes first for Gundam, the manga comes second, and it's like, no, the manga always comes first. I'm like, that just tells me you're not well informed about what you're following. Yeah, yeah. And how, yes, the manga did different things than the anime for Gundam 00, and I like those changes. Not to the... I still prefer the original. Yeah. But that was just because of what the manga added was a little bit more boring fluff in places. Yeah. Not all boring fluff, but it added more and the anime had less fat to it. Yeah. I feel like all of this stuff should basically be looked at like the MCU. Yes. It's a different timeline. Yeah. Same characters, different parallel universe, if you will, right? I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of things I know people complain about the MCU and how it doesn't follow the original comics. Hank Pym gets a lot of it, and I'm like, I didn't think Hank Pym was liked in the original comics. He was not at all. But I've heard people get really upset that he's not the Hank Pym from the comics. Okay. And I'm like, what? The Hank Pym from the comics was a lunatic who beat his wife. Yes. So, yeah, that's why we went with Scott Lang. Yeah. He's a little bit easier to sell. Yeah. Yeah. So it's just along the lines of, and if you prefer the manga over the anime, that's fine. Just stop getting mad at people for enjoying something that's almost identical. I'm not even saying that one is better than the other, or that one is more important than the other. I'm just saying that they're separate. Yeah. There is room for both, clearly. Yeah. The existence of the anime has not destroyed the manga. Yeah. It's not like antimatter and matter. They haven't like canceled each other out. Exactly. They're going to exist for a long time. Yep. And guarantee there will be things the manga does that the anime cannot hold a candle to. But you've got to admit the reverse is going to happen too every now and then. Like I've said before, the art in the manga is fantastic, but to the acting done with Deku's injuries, his breathing is sharper. Yeah. You can convey that on a page, but conveying it and hearing it, I think is done better as a visual thing. Yeah, no, I agree. But the manga probably does cut out a little fluff here and there and get to the goods faster. Yeah, definitely. Because the anime does need to draw things out, otherwise they'll catch up to the mangaka and lead to problems. Yeah, yeah. So, what did you think of Season 3, though? I loved it. I did. Didn't grab me the same way that Season 2 did. Mm-hmm. What? I mean...
Season 2 just was more, I think, up to your speed than...
Yeah.
I think Season 3 was better, but that's just me.
Yeah. It's... Like, I mean... To rank the seasons of My Hero Academia, it's foolish because they're all amazing.
Oh, yeah.
But, like, I still think Season 3 was better than Season 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I think Season 1, they're still kind of finding their footing.
Yeah. They're finding their footing, and it's clearly based off when the manga was finding its footing.
Yeah.
So, obviously, there's going to be a bit of clunkiness here and there, not enough speed to it. But by Season 2, they found their speed.
Yeah.
They found how to do their show.
Yeah.
I just think the story of Season 3 was more to my tastes.
Yeah, that's fair.
And that's not to say I did not enjoy Season 2.
Yeah.
I friggin' loved Season 2. The Healer Killer storyline is still one of my favorites.
Yeah, the tournament arc still does it
But
for
I
me.
slightly enjoyed the rescue of Season 3 a little bit more.
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
Mostly because it really paints a picture of how much of a hero Bakugo is at heart.
Yeah.
He just has no volume control or filter for his mouth.
And the two of them finally hashing it out in the end of Season 3 was...
And people were pissed off that Deku lost that fight. That would have done nothing for the relationship. It would have made things worse, in my opinion, if he had won that fight.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And it is still the ongoing story of him finding a way to fully control his power.
And it's nice that, he has someone who kind of knows the secret now.
Yeah.
But it's not in Bakugo's nature to reveal shit like that.
No, it's not.
You'd think, oh god, this guy can't control anything he says.
No, but like...
It's only about himself he can't control his thoughts.
He doesn't really care enough to do that.
No. He feels cheated a bit.
Yeah.
But he still thinks, I can beat this, even if you've got All Might's bullshit powers.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll prove I'm better than both of you.
Yeah.
If he had lost, that actually would have done more to make him a villain than anything the villains themselves would have done. Because he would have felt ultimately cheated.
Yeah.
Up until then, he's pretty much felt like, I'm king, I'm cock of the walk.
Yeah.
I can see why you villains are sucking at my teeth, and you ain't gonna get me, though.
So in terms of the manga...
Yeah.
How far behind is the anime now?
Oh... Nice few arcs.
Okay, so we know what's coming for Season 4.
Yeah, I have not read the manga.
Okay.
Right when we got to the rescue arc, that's when I dropped the manga.
Okay.
Because the anime was hinted to coming out then. I'm like, I will enjoy the anime more, because I'm the kind of guy who 95% of the time prefers the anime.
Yeah.
For, speed, generally.
Yeah, fair enough.
But, they've already seen trailers for Season 4, and I've seen art of these characters jumping around. Speaking of characters, what do you think of the last few episodes where they introduced the senior students?
Oh yeah, I'm excited to see more of those guys.
I forget his name, the guy whose ability is to go through things. Yeah. He becomes a recurring character for Season 4.
And he's got this like weirdly simple face.
I know.
Just like two dots on a line.
It feels very like One Punch Man design.
It does. It feels very Saitama.
It feels like he's the bridge between these two universes.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of like that. That'd be a crossover.
That will be like, that'll beat the crap out of Avengers crossover in this.
Yeah. So, talking about Season 3 and the upcoming Season 4, the question we discussed earlier, because we didn't have
a question.
We were so busy we didn't prepare anything. What would you like to see in another My Hero Academia movie?
In another movie, I would actually like Deku not to be the main character.
Yeah.
Maybe go with... I would like a Todoroki movie.
Okay.
Because I'm thinking back to it. Bleach had a second movie, and it followed the most popular character at the time, which wasn't the main character.
Okay.
The main character was obviously still a part of the story.
Yeah.
But it was the most popular character at the time got a movie. People felt that's kind of like, oh, you're just pandering. But at the same time, it's still nice to follow someone who's not the main character.
Yeah, absolutely.
And one of the best episodes of Season 2 was the filler episode where they followed Froppy.
Yes.
That was completely made up for the anime.
Yeah, it was good.
They should do something like that. Like maybe follow Todoroki for a movie.
Yeah. And
have Deku show up at the last minute to big damn hero moment.
Yeah.
But with him still crying the entire time.
Of course. Yeah.
Like, he burst through a wall crying, "Oh, Todoroki, I thought the villains had captured you. I'm so glad to see you're safe."
I didn't have an idea before we started talking in this episode, and now I do.
Okay.
I want to see the movie of young All Might. And
I would also want to see
that's the movie I want.
Yeah, make it a nice prequel sequel.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to call it.
My Hero Academia had 1.5 heroes. I don't...
My Hero Academia, the Sealed Saga.
There you go.
Yeah, there we go. I think that like we both agree, Deku's amazing. I love him. We both love him as a main character, but his friends and the people around him, they could hold a story. Yeah,
the characters in this show
they're simplistically perfected.
Yes,
and I want to see them expand it.
I like that's one thing I do like about season 3 a lot is the focus on characters who really didn't get any time to shine.
Yeah.
Whose names escape me right now because there's so many names.
There are so many names.
Yeah. But like, what's the guy's name with the tape?
I can't. Sero, I think his name is. As in Sero Cellophane.
And the naval laser guy.
Yeah. Cannot stop twinkling.
Yeah, like there's a bunch of those characters who got like big moments in this season.
Yeah.
Who barely got any time in previous seasons, right? In
the test arc.
Yeah.
That was really amazing. Everyone got the chance to shine.
Yep.
Even ones you're like, they're not going to do much.
No, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I like that. I like how big this cast is without any real filler characters.
Yeah, that's one of my problems with Bleach, is they'll introduce a character for a while, you fall for a bit, and then next arc, they're there doing nothing.
Okay.
And they're like, you're awesome. Why aren't you? Oh, we watched the new guys. How many of these guys are going to die? Oh, half of them. Great. So we got half of more people.
Yeah.
That's my biggest problem with things like Bleach and Naruto especially is...
Gotcha.
They don't... Like, this is a show with killing involved, but sometimes people don't get killed off, and then they add nothing by being left alive. They might show up later on for a, hey, I'm still alive, here's my power, for... If you were here the entire time, things would have been solved.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I just generally enjoyed those stories. But it's one of the reasons why My Hero is much higher up than Bleach.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's also why I can't stand Naruto, is because they kept doing that.
Yeah.
Except for they also just kept reinstalling the main character without making him an interesting character, in my opinion.
Yeah. Those are two shows we have to get to.
Yes, they'll definitely be... We definitely aren't doing those back-to-back.
No.
We don't have enough.
We're gonna have to do those One Piece style of just focusing on like the first bit. I guess.
Yeah, the first bit. Yeah.
And I know you've seen quite a bit of both of them, but I haven't seen either at all. Right?
They're quite. The beginnings were quite good for both. I think.
Yeah. This is gonna be a short episode.
It's gonna be a short episode, but
you know,
it's mostly just us gushing about a very good movie that I think.
Yeah, and
if you like the show and have not watched this movie, I have so many questions.
Yeah.
If your answer is I can't legally get it, okay, that's the finest answer you can get.
Yeah, it is hard to get your hands on.
Yeah, I think right now you can still only get it like by buying directly from Funimation.
Okay.
They haven't even put it on their streaming service yet.
Is there there's no DVD, Blu-ray?
No, it's Blu-ray. You have to physically buy the Blu-ray and have them ship it to you.
Oh, okay.
Like they just added, like right after we did Your Name, Your Name was added to their online streaming service.
Oh.
As well as Shin Godzilla. They came out on the exact same day. I'm like, what is the parallel between...
That's a double feature.
Shin Godzilla and Your Name. Like,
yeah.
That is a weird...
I want to see that double feature at like a drive-in movie theater.
Which one do you start with?
For comedic effect, you start with Shin Godzilla.
Okay, good.
You build it up, and then...
You end with that ending.
And then romance. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know what else to say besides.
I think this is.
Besides, we're both still hyped for season 4.
Yeah,
which
absolutely.
Is fall now.
We have a release date.
Oh, do we?
Yes. 1 second, let me get it. They announced the release date. I believe. I want to say yesterday.
Okay, no wonder I don't know.
It's like really fresh.
Yeah. Due to moving, I don't have internet.
October 12th.
Ooh.
That is the premiere date for My Hero Academia Season 4.
I don't think we'll do a podcast on Season 4 itself.
No, but we'll be coming back.
We'll be definitely coming. It might take us to do Season 4 and 5 together.
Yeah. Unless
we get another movie.
Mm-hmm. Or, who knows, maybe we do a list episode that happens to feature My Hero Academia.
Yeah,
so we have a reason.
Or we might end up doing a special where we go back to see additional seasons of shows we've already reviewed.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, but a couple we want to do.
Yeah, for sure.
And yeah, I got nothing.
Yeah.
I got nothing.
So I guess we should talk about our next episode.
Yes.
I just had my birthday 2 days ago.
Mazel's up. No, that's not right. But yeah,
Close enough.
We're going to be doing your personal favorite anime.
Yes,
and
we're finally doing Cowboy Bebop.
I'm actually looking forward to this.
Because you haven't seen it.
Like, if you had asked me 5 years ago, I would have been like, "Oh, I don't care."
Yeah.
But after you have actually properly told me what this series is, rather than saying, "You gotta watch it, you gotta watch it, you gotta sell it to me."
Yeah.
You have sold it to me.
Yeah.
You have said it's genre-changing, jazz-filled, smart characters, all these things that, I like these descriptions.
Yeah. Yeah.
The only thing left for you to do is say the DVD will print me out a muffin.
And one of the things that I love about Cowboy Bebop is that, like, every episode introduces these, like, one-shot characters. Because well, for the most part, you do have your overarching story of the entire 26-episode show.
Yeah.
But for the most part, every episode is, the gang are here. Here's the problem that comes up. Here are these, like, the characters for this one episode that are generally very interesting. Mm-hmm. And they just get dropped in these different stories, these different genres, and that show does a lot for me. Yeah. Yeah. So that's our next episode.
Hopefully we'll have that in 2 weeks.
Yeah. Actually, I think we might go faster than that.
We'll get that. I will try and marathon the show then. Yeah, I have not had a chance to watch any of it because once again, like I said, moving and I have no internet. Yeah, I might just have to borrow your physical copies of it.
Yeah, might just have to
if you're willing to part with them.
You can pry them out of my hands for a week or so. Yeah, yeah. I guess that's it for Final Form. A short episode, but
short and sweet with a few little technical issues behind the scenes.
We got some good stuff coming up this summer. Some longer ones.
It's gonna be a fun summer, I think.
Yes, for sure. Yeah, and hopefully more Jedi Dropouts is coming soon. Eventually.
Look, I'm not holding my breath, man.
No, hey, times are busy.
Did you want to talk about E3 before we go, or you've already done enough videos? Not videos, podcasts.
I've talked extensively about E3. I'll tell you what. You have one chance. You have one shot. Talk about one game.
Breath of the Wild 2. Woo!
What do you think about the teaser? Like,
that was amazing.
You like the...
And I hope we actually do get the final chance, because they wanted to have Zelda playable for Breath of the Wild 1. Yeah. If she's not in 2, I'm going to punch somebody.
It looks that way.
My only complaint about this is, I don't like Zelda with short hair. Yeah. Like I said, I only complaint, and I'm like, why am I complaining about this?
Fair enough. Yeah.
There is one other thing I want to mention is I am happy and upset about the hero for Dragon Quest being playable in Smash for one simple reason. Yeah. Why no female hero? Because the hero of 3 and 4 are playable characters for Smash. Yeah. I know them better as their female counterparts. I honestly forgot what the male's design for 3 and 4 was until you could make those characters male.
That would
I would have preferred 3 and 4. 3 is the most famous Dragon Quest hero. That's Roto or Edric. Okay. I would prefer that with the whole Robin system of male or female, like the Pokemon trainer as well. Yeah. But instead, they decided to go with like 4 males.
Really?
Yeah.
That's weird.
And I feel kind of like that's.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's the Smash is already enough of a sausage fest.
Yeah, it is.
Considering the last female character added was Kazooie. Because Kazooie is a girl.
Wow, yeah.
And she's not even fully playable. She's a weapon.
That barely counts.
She is a weapon, technically.
Yeah.
Before that, it's Isabelle the dog.
Wow, it's been a while.
Because I think that's a male piranha plant and a male... Like, I don't know if you can count piranha plant as male, but Incineroar is male. I know that much.
Yeah. Anyway. That's...
Tangents.
Yeah.
Tangents?
Yes, lots of tangents.
You all take care.
That's it for a very short episode.
Go
of
watch
Final
the movie.
Form. Yes, go watch the movie. If you haven't seen the show, go watch the show. If you haven't seen any of this, then what are you doing? What are you listening to this?
Come on, watch the movie and tell us what you thought of the twist.
Yeah, I like the twist.
I like the twist.
Yeah,
makes sense.
If you want to check out more episodes of Final Form, Jedi Dropouts, or more recently, coverage of E3, you can check that out over at www.jedidropouts.podbean.com or wherever you listen to your podcasts. And we'll be back hopefully soon with Cowboy Bebop.
Yep.
Okay. Later.
Later.